What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. Today was a crazy day. Nvidia stock exploded. We're going to talk about just the crazy moves we saw today with Nvidia. We have a great video today, lots of big news. Make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. But more importantly, let us know what stocks you are watching in the comments down below. We'll probably cover them in tomorrow's video. But Tom, we saw a crazy move out of Nvidia today. What's going on?
Yeah, their stock really rocketed towards their best day in 19 months as MarketWatch kind of reports that it's kind of moving off of the new Metaverse opportunity. And we're seeing lots of chip stocks do very well, like Nvidia. AMD had a very nice day as well, but Nvidia definitely led the way. And they actually became the 7th largest company earlier this week as far as market capitalization, passing above Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. So that was a pretty interesting move. And I know that they're definitely getting up there in market cap. You know, Tesla's been flying to new highs and Nvidia is right behind them. They're definitely a powerhouse right now. And I've been hearing lots of talk about the new Metaverse. And I feel like that they pretty much are saying that Nvidia's graphics cards will be used pretty heavily in the future if that ends up happening, because, you know, lots of people will be buying things that need that type of graphical output. So it's definitely an interesting thing to talk about. And it just seems like that the Metaverse is bringing a lot of opportunities into the market over the past few days.
Yeah, so that was great news, but on top of that, we also had Wells Fargo boost their price target on them, which was pretty big. So all in all, Nvidia is just a powerhouse, and some of the moves we saw in the options market today on this thing are just insane. So I was looking at the 300 strike calls that expire tomorrow, November 5th. And these things went from $3 yesterday up to highs of $1,670 today. So basically what that means is if you put $100 into these calls yesterday, it would have been worth over $55,000 today. Like, that is crazy. Like, I was watching Nvidia in the middle of the day and it just kept going up and up and up. And Tom, I know this is an awesome move to look back on, but what are you seeing for the rest of the week? This is a huge company, and not going to lie, they're looking a little bit overextended.
Yeah, they are to me as well. And the thing that worries me a little bit is that they fell back below that $300 support. As we can see, that kind of held up as a resistance earlier in the day. And then we finally passed above it. And now we kind of moved back below. So I don't know. I feel like that there could be a pullback coming pretty soon as well. But I love the company. I think that they have a lot of momentum right now. And we might go up for the next couple of days. But I don't know. I would not be adding in to shares right now for the long term. But as we start to dip back down, I mean, I'm definitely looking to eye up Nvidia, AMD, and these chip companies should be pretty good here over the next couple of years. And the nice thing is that Nvidia actually has earnings coming out on November 17th. So they still have to report in the next couple of weeks. And that's definitely going to be a very interesting earnings.
True that. So in terms of short-term movement, it's going to be really volatile. Of course, there is resistance right around that all-time high at $313.64. Then we have a pretty big support right around $295 to $300. There's been a lot of support right around that area, and there's even a little bit of support right around $285 or so. So either way, definitely keep it on your radar. And then Tom, I know we have Nvidia explode, but we had Penn just detonate to the downside. It just got destroyed. It's down 21%. What's happening with this one?
Yeah, unfortunately, this actually was such a bad decline that it wiped away more than $2.5 billion from their market cap. And again, MarketWatch is actually reporting that they plummeted after a big third quarter's profit miss. Of course, we can see that their EPS had a pretty big miss here. They were supposed to get a 0.843 EPS. They ended up reporting a 0.52. But then also David Portnoy actually had some sexual misconduct allegations come out against him today. And Dave Portnoy has been investing pretty heavily into Penn. I know that Penn I don't know exactly what they did, Mike. I think that they kind of absorbed his Barstool Sports company, and he got a bunch of shares of Penn Gaming for it. I know that they definitely tanked down today on these allegations. And, you know, he's been a pretty big face for Barstool Sports. And it's just definitely a weird thing today. You know, they all these allegations, the bad earnings seem like just one thing after another for this company.
Yeah, so Penn actually bought Barstool Sports. So I know Dave Portnoy has been pretty vocal about Penn now, which is kind of expected. But all in all, this was a horrible move down for Penn. I think they'll be fine for the long term, though. Not really too worried about it, but it's definitely taking a lot of heat in the short term. So keep that on your radar. And then let's also cover Tesla really quickly. You know, they made all-time highs again today. They're slowly inching up there, and they didn't have like any crazy movement, but 1250 is a new all-time high.
Yeah, it really is. That's a pretty defined level up there. We hit it in pre-market today and we failed to actually break above, which is pretty interesting. I thought that maybe with that pre-market move, we would get an interesting move back to the upside, but Tesla ended up just going flat all day. We didn't necessarily tank off. It just kind of hung around, right around that 1225 support. So hopefully they can get some more momentum tomorrow. We saw the market keep making new all-time highs, kind of ran up here at the end of the day, and the SPY is actually right around their high at 467. Looks pretty interesting, and I feel like that a lot of stocks have been going up a lot and just pushing the SPY to new highs. And it's easy to keep talking about Nvidia and some of these other companies, but man, the SPY has had massive growth all on its own.
You know it. So was there any other like major news today, or like any other like major moves or anything like that?
One big stock that it did end up falling again pretty rapidly is Moderna. I mean, man, they're down 17%. They had some pretty bad earnings come out, and they had a bad outlook about their vaccines. Another stock that did well was Qualcomm. They were a pretty bad chip stock for the past couple of months, and they've been kind of falling off. We can see that they're kind of just been lagging behind, while Nvidia and AMD have been at all-time highs. And this company doesn't do graphics cards like those two, so it's a little bit different in that sense. But either way, it was nice to see them get a big boost up on earnings. And we also have a lot of earnings coming up tomorrow. Talking about earnings, we have DraftKings, Coinbase, and even Canopy Growth in the marijuana sector.
You know it. Tomorrow's the big day for DraftKings. I'm kind of excited, kind of nervous a little bit. Honestly, hopefully this price action with Penn was not foreshadowing what will happen with DraftKings, but we'll see what happens. Overall, I think they're at an amazing level. I love the company for the long term, and they're reporting before the bell, so it will be interesting. And I don't know, Tom, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. I might wake up at 4 a.m. to watch the fireworks tomorrow. It's definitely going to be fun to watch, but Coinbase also reports. I think that one's going to be pretty interesting with how Bitcoin's been going, but overall, DraftKings is definitely leading my watch list for tomorrow.
There we go. So let's get right into the member of the day. Today's member of the day is Audible. So huge shout out, Audible. Thanks for being a great member of the Discord. You're super active, and you're always a great asset to the community. So thank you so much for everything, and huge shout out to you. And Tom, let's get right into these momentum plays for tomorrow. With the first one, we have General Motors to the upside.
Yep. And with General Motors, go ahead and make them break above $59 tomorrow. I feel like that's going to be a pretty big level for them to pass above.
All right. With the next one, we have Chewy also to the upside.
Yeah, CHWY. Go ahead and make them break above $80.50. You could say the high of day at $80.54.
All right. With the last one, we have NEO also to the upside.
Yeah, all these stocks have been flying up a lot lately, especially the EV sector. Go ahead and make them break above $44. I think that's going to be a pretty big resistance there.
Here we go. So we are watching these three plays for potential day trades to the upside tomorrow, only if they break above the levels Tom listed. But we have to showcase this hybrid bot today. We can see that the hybrid bot called out Penn calls, the 60 strike calls at $204 each. They ran all the way up to $320 each. Took a couple hours, but overall it was still a pretty solid alert. If you want a day trade with the bot, swing trade with Tom and myself every single day, and get access to a great private community, definitely check out that first link in the description and the comments down below. We have a coupon running. Now's the time to try it out. You can cancel at any time. And if you are an options trader, we have so many amazing tools deals, and it's definitely worth trying it out, even if it's only for 1 month. Like I said, a lot of custom bots. You can chat with Tom and myself, and the bots have been doing pretty well lately. So definitely check it out. We have a coupon running. Again, it'll be that first link in the description and the comments down below. Let's get right into the comments from the previous video. We have Sabrina saying, what do you think about Bed Bath and Beyond? So BBBY. This stock has kind of been all over the place lately. They had a great run up earlier. They had like a partnership with Kroger, which can be good. But in my eyes, they're still just like a giant hype stock. I know there's definitely more to them, but for me, I just feel like there's not like an amazing opportunity with them right now. But they are definitely trending in the right direction, which is good.
Yeah, the partnership sounded pretty good. And as we can see in the past, sometimes they just have these huge run ups on good news like this. And, they had a big run up in the past, similar to what we saw, and they just trended back down for a few days. So I wouldn't be surprised if it consolidated a little bit, but hopefully this helps them out in the longer term.
Yep. All right. Then we have Bravo saying, I like PayPal. However, I'm more traditional and into Visa. Hopefully all these start popping soon. Wonder what you guys think of Visa in this price range over the next 2 to 3 years. I really like it. They're a powerhouse company. I don't expect them to double or anything like that, but I feel like at this like price range, I think it'll be pretty good for the next 2 to 3 years. Ideally, I'd like to scoop them up below that $200 level. But either way, they're a solid company and they're on a pretty awesome uptrend.
Yeah, they really are. And if we go look at them on the max weekly chart, you can really see that they have pullbacks every once in a while, kind of like this, but they end up usually recovering up pretty well. And I feel like they have a pretty good chance to keep going up, even though they have this dip right now. Obviously, all these credit card companies have been going down and they are nearing support. So hopefully we see some buyers come back in soon.
There we go. Then we have Diego saying, any thoughts on Disney? So I'm glad you brought this one up. Disney's just been doing nothing for like months now, like basically the whole year, actually. Like it's just been consolidating. They have earnings in like a week. I really like them, but of course, earnings are always 50-50. I remember on their last earnings report, they actually popped up a lot, but unfortunately came right back down. So all in all, I really like Disney. They're a solid company, solid stock, and I'm excited to see what their earnings looks like.
Yeah, and they're sitting right around this 168 support that we've been talking about for a while. And like you said, they've just been doing nothing. Even this past week, you can just see they've really just been sitting between like 168 and 171 there. So there has been very little movement. I can't wait to see what these earnings have. And hopefully it gets them a nice boost back up. But, with the way these earnings have been going, I'm a little scared, Mike. Like we've been seeing stocks like CHGG take big moves to the downside and Penn Gaming and stuff like that. So hopefully Disney has some good earnings come out.
You know it. Like, how about Teledoc the other week? Like, it tanked down in after hours, and now it's actually looking pretty good to the upside.
Yeah, it really did. And let's go check that out actually on the 90-day 15-minute. You can see it had that big sell-off right there. Then we got that big boost back up after it hit support. So, hopefully Disney comes out with some good numbers. I know that Disney Plus has had some good numbers over the past couple of years. And if they end up having good numbers there and good subscriber numbers and stuff like that, it should go pretty well for them. And I would think that Disney parks have been doing well with how like the mandates have kind of been, kind of getting more relaxed over the past couple of years.
For sure. Well, if you guys like our content, definitely subscribe. We post brand new videos every single day, and just let us know what stocks you are watching in the comments down below, and we'll probably cover them in the next video. But with that being said, Tom, do you have any last minute stocks, options, or anything you are watching for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm really still eyeing up a couple stocks, but Facebook is really still it's still staying on my mind right now. This metaverse news has been really hyped up. I feel like I'm starting to see news come out all over the place about it, like stuff with Nvidia today, even just a whole bunch of other stocks, even talking about possibly getting in a piece on this, in a piece of the action, I guess, in the future. It just seems like a pretty big thing right now. And Facebook's moving pretty well, up 1.2% again today. And they've actually been recovering quite a bit since dipping over the past couple months. So hopefully they keep recovering back up. I've just been eyeing them up a little bit, but I've been noticing this metaverse news all over the place. I feel like it's been a really hot kind of really hot word lately. You know what I mean? Like I feel like lots of people have been talking about it and hyping it up a lot.
Yeah, look at Nvidia. They're exploding mainly off of that. So I think that's definitely a good thing to keep on your radar. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you are an options trader, definitely check out the first link in the description and the comments down below. We have a coupon running, and it's definitely a great program. We have custom bots, daily swing trades, and day trades. And definitely check it out. Other than that, thanks for watching.